Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Don't you do that.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And some space here. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, 99 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. 5-yard line. Herbert on first down now. High throw, but the catch is made. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line.
Tackle made at the 16.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now a pass here, caught by Hunter Henry. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 82 yards. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to first and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Second and goal from the 1.
Second and goal.
They'll try to run with Hunt, and he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage.
Stop short of the goal.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, he decided to run it in.
And oh, it's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, remember. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Brandon McMahon.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, it's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's why I was just going to say first quarter. We'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax.
Whoa. Bad move. In his own end zone, it's Carr. And oh, this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
The tackle made.
A gain of 3, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Carr. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone.
And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. On first down, Justin Herbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Justin Herbert, sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. On second down, it's Hunt. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. Back to throw here, Herbert. And the Raiders have got him. Raekwon McMillan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30.
A gain of 42.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Carr. That is caught inside the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown.
Henry Ruggs.
His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Raiders add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the...
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
1st down and 10. At their own.
London about set to take over on offense.
And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. Herbert. Henry's got it out on the left side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
The end of the first quarter.
Second quarter now, and it's London with the football, as they've got it with a very tough 3rd and 15 forthcoming. He's going to launch this thing way down. He's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Running on first down, Eckler. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Raiders' 41-yard line.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
Come on, lad.
Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half, now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
That throw into the arms of Allen. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. A shotgun snap for Herbert on the crossing route, complete. It's Johnson, and he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. Or maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And a big mistake on the return. He's out.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, 99 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. So how about that for a backbreaker? Again, 99 yards.
And how about the audacity of the play call? When you're backed up that close to your goal line, usually you're just trying to run some type of a wedge play, a quarterback sneak, a dive, anything to try and create some room and take care of the ball. But that's confidence in your offensive line that they'll protect the guy throwing it, and he finds his guy for 99 yards. I love what they just did.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Push him back. Push him back.
To the air again, Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Keenan Allen, his second touchdown on the season. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And this will make it into the end zone.
And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate.
He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. Throwing on first down. Gilmore. Throw left side complete. It's Jacobs. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession.
And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Raekwon McMillan in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Walk out here, man.
So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here.
Reception here by Ruggs.
And some room to roam now. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Henry Ruggs.
His second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession.
A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Out of the gun, Herbert into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
They'll take over.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
56, the mark, boys. 53. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
On first down, Gilmore. And his throw here's incomplete. And the intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs, but it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10.
To throw again, Gilmore. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver.
And it's third down. Third down. Back to throw. Gilmore. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Back to throw again.
Got his connection complete to Ruggs.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Second and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. This time they stay on the ground. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw.
And he's got the hook up to Ruggs.
There he goes left side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. On first down, it's Herbert. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On second down, here's Herbert. Allen's got it over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the 50, here's Herbert. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Herbert on first down now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing again. Herbert over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14.
1st and 10 at the
12 yards there as they move the chains. Herbert operating from the red zone. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that back to Allen, and now it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
3rd and 8.
Check. 3 down. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Rip left.
From the gun, Herbert. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Maurice Hurst in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. The kick by McManus is good. And that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board. Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. And really a lot of guys you could highlight on this offense with how well they've played, but he's one of them. He's been spectacular so far.
I'd say he'd be the number 1, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Because it's not just the numbers. it's, as you said, I think you said focal point. Well, that's what he's been, and that means he's created other opportunities because they've had to bring the defense to him. He's run it really well. He's caught it out of the backfield. They're trying to stop him. That means there are chances for the rest of the guys to do damage themselves.
On 1st and 10, Gilmore looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Norman.
I'm the best in the game.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Raiders are pouring it on.
The kicker on for the extra point.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense.
They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Operating from the gun. Herbert. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
Flashes another juke. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the gun, Herbert, and down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Raekwon McMillan has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Operating from the gun, Herbert, and that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Incomplete.
Now this offense on third down today, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and forever. From the gun, Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And McManus able to put it through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score. All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
To throw from his end zone, Gilmore. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And these numbers on our monitor are getting hard to believe. He's closing in now right on the doorstep of 500 yards passing.
I'm glad that you watched the monitor and said it first, because I had trouble absorbing that. That's big time right there, right? That means everything just about has gone right for them and his squad in this game. Let's see if they can keep it up.
It's a big run here in the 4th as they continue to wear down this defense.
And that's when the offensive line coach clicks onto the headset and says, head coach, offense coordinator, let my guys fire out and hit people. We're wearing them down.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Complete to number
From 17 yards out. And the silver and black continue to roll.
The kicker on.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. London about set to take over on offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game, because you know the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd.
Looking to throw. Gilmore. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 30. 10,
right down their throat.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Las Vegas.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. London about set to take over on offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team.
And the Raiders have got him.
Justin Herbert sacked.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Operating from the gun. Herbert trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
London about set to take over on offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Operating from the gun, Herbert, and lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
To throw again, Herbert. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Herbert. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 46.
Herbert's pass intercepted by the Raiders. They'll take over.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. They'll run it with Jacobs, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will.
Makes the
extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. and never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows, you may meet up with this team again.
A big play there. 53 yards. And this is caught at the 8. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
And he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line.
They're on 2-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
Today's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of